Welcome back. We are covering tip number 19, Snapchat. 25 tip number 19 of 25 ways social media can grow your business. Before we get started, though, do me a favor. If you're watching this on YouTube, click the subscribe, click the thumbs up, and click the alert button. It lets YouTube know that you appreciate the content that's being produced here. It lets me know as well, and then it also helps them distribute it to other people who may also like it based on your demographics. So I appreciate you. I'm glad you're here, and click whatever positive feedback mechanism they have set up for on whatever platform you're watching this on, whether you're watching it on a podcast or another social media site. I'd really greatly appreciate it. And feel free to also share the playlist, which is in the description of the content that I publish. And then also feel free to share this individual video. So again, we're covering just in the beginning going here, we're covering the different platforms. And there's so many out there. I'm not covering them all, but I think I'm covering the major ones here in the beginning. And then towards the, I don't know, tip number, 7, 8, or 9, I'm going to cover a couple of new ones that you may not know about that you might want to consider that I think are really cool because they have a different mechanism also there that might interest you as well. So we'll get into those when we get there. But this one, we're covering Snapchat. And the last one I covered was TikTok. Covered with you, just kind of letting you know about it, and then also why I don't use it, and so not all of these I necessarily recommend. I don't publish to every single platform that's out there just because I don't have enough time in the day, and I'm sure you don't either. Like I said, I'm a one-man army here. I'm doing it all myself, trying to find time to record it on the weekends, and get the content out there. And then I got to upload it and then manage the whole thing. So again, I have very limited time, and sorry about the printer going off in the background. It's just cycling through, but again, I'm typically do these in one take as well. So again, I don't have time for everything or to be an expert in everything. And again, I do have a Snapchat account, got one typically a little while ago just because, my family got it and we were messing around with the filters and you know about that whole thing, right? But for me, that's about it. I mean, it wasn't, like I said, I had my young nieces and nephews on there too. And I'm just like, didn't really appeal to me. And I'm not really selling product that would appeal to that age range and demographic. So, not every one of these you have to use or should you use, right? Depending on what it is, what service or product you're selling, that's what should help you determine whether you go with this or not. For me, Snapchat is not going to probably ever be in my arsenal unless I have a product or service that would, meet that demographic or the eyeballs that are on that. And so, again, I'm familiar with it. But again, with all of these, what I want to encourage you to do, if you're heavy in one or a couple of or a handful of social media platforms that you know well, just from a personal standpoint, that should be a driving factor in a decision making for you in terms of if you should post and have a presence for your business on there as well, right? You'll spend a lot of time trying to figure out the whole platform if it's new to you or not something you use personally. So I would discourage you from doing that unless there's a particular demographic that you're trying to get to. Then you probably need to know how to use it, A, and then B, know how to use it well enough to actually have a good presence there that'll represent your business or your service or whatever it is that you're doing. So that's going to do it for this video. Again, I'm not hating on Snapchat or the Snapchatters that are out there. It's great for you, but it's just not for me and my business. And so you have to make your own decision and decide how much time you have and how much time you want to spend on these. So before we go, again, I want to encourage you to click the positive feedback mechanism on whatever platform you're watching this on. I greatly appreciate it. It also lets them know that you appreciate it. And we will talk to you at the next video.